Okay, Apostle, we're live.
Shalom, we out here once again giving all praise to Yahawashi, Rawchaa, Qadash.
We can straighten it
And
out.
what we gonna talk about?
So much.
What we're gonna tell, there's nothing to talk about. Hey, we're gonna start with Habakkuk 2.
Okay.
And we'll try to read that whole chapter, see where the Spirit takes us.
You going, you know.
Oh yeah, man.
How about Sham, Yahawashi?
Hey, the bishops are here too, the bishops. So,
see y'all in a little bit.
oh yeah.
All right. From the first verse.
Yeah, start from the top.
Habakkuk 2 and 1 says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Right. Watch now. Give me that in NLT.
Okay. Habakkuk 2 and 1, the NLT. I will climb up to my watchtower and stand at my guard post. There I will wait to see what the Lord says,
You're not gonna get
and how he will answer my complaint.
Yeah, because we're complaining, man. We want to get out of here, man. The spirits that went to sleep and went to the spiritual realm, they're complaining too. Give me that in Revelation 6. I believe that's the 9th verse. As soon as somebody that's in Israel passes on, they go right to the Father and they complain for the brethren here and the woman.
Yeah. Yeah, like Abel complained when Cain murdered him.
Matter of fact, we can get that too.
Yeah, the Heavenly Father said, the voice of your brother's blood.
Yeah, because as soon as you go up in the spiritual realm, you complain to the Most High.
Right.
So we here on earth complaining to the Most High because we're here in this hell. We're in these chains of darkness. You can get that as well in Jude. You can also get that in Peter.
Okay.
When it speaks about the Lord went to them in the prison. Yep.
Okay. But you want Revelation first, right?
Yeah, give me Revelation 6 first.
Revelation 6 and 9. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Heavenly Father.
So who was slain? Apostle Paul was slain, Apostle Peter was slain, James the apostle was slain. The only one was left of the apostles was John. And the reason why he was still here on the earth is because the Most High wanted to give him a revelation. That's why it's called a revelation, a revealing. So he could have got put to death too. Now, did he ever die? Of course he died. He got old and died. There's no record of him on the Romans killing him. But when he got the revelation, he was up in age. There could be scholars will argue that somewhere in his 90s, maybe even 100. It was told to him that he's going to prophesy again. Where's the record when that John on the Isle of Patmos prophesied again? There's no record on that. That's talking about reincarnation. He comes back again in another body. Everything is reincarnated. You can't understand the vocabulary because you're an Edomite. None of the wicked shall understand.
Revelation 6 and 9. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Heavenly Father and for the testimony which they held.
Right, the testimony that Peter held, the testimony that Jude held, the testimony of Paul, right? So they were all up in the only one of the 12, according to the records, was John. He was the only one left, the 12. And he had to give it to the 7 churches of Asia Minor, which they were scattered. The elect at that time was scattered throughout Europe.
there's the point, 10th verse. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
Yeah, so who shed the blood of the apostles? The Romans. So the Romans are back here again. This is the Roman Empire all over again. But this is the part of the Roman Empire that's going to be judged, which is known as Babylon. That's why it says dispersely called Sodom and Egypt, also called Babylon, also called Assyria, also called Egypt. In Isaiah chapter 19.
Now you want the one in Genesis?
Give me Genesis 4:1. Ezekiel 9:4 says, mark them with sighing cry that for all the abominations that be done in the midst of it. What does it mean to sigh and cry? To complain.
Right.
We want to get out of here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Genesis 4:1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground.
That's Esau. Esau was a hunter.
He was also the eldest.
He was also the eldest.
Yeah.
Came back as the eldest again. The eldest shall serve the younger.
Yeah.
So Cain means like a. It's synonymous with like a dagging weapon, like a dagger. So you sneak up on somebody and you stick them. You know?
And I forgot which book it was. I think it might have been Strong's. When you actually look it up, it says a stabbing weapon. I actually saw it. It said that Cain meant a stabbing weapon.
I believe it's Quayan, if I'm not mistaken, Quayan. It means a stabbing weapon. And Abel means, Baal means transitory, which means you're here for a little while, then you're gone. That's why they call buses and trains, they call the transit system. Because transit is from the word transient, which means you're here for a minute, then you're gone. There's a certain, like a bus comes, the number 12 bus to Manhattan or whatever, comes at 12:01. So if you're there at 12:02, you see nobody there, then you just missed the bus. So it doesn't stop and wait for you to get on the bus. So you got to be there. That's called transit. So that was called an omen omen. So Cain had a name that was an omen omen, and Abel had a name omen omen.
Genesis 4:2. And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering, but unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect.
Yeah, because you didn't do the right thing. And it's going to tell you that as you read down. So that we know that there's Esau.
Yeah.
Now there's no scripture where it says, well, by the way, Cain, here's a cheat code. Esau is really Cain. No, we know by the Spirit. The scholars don't know. They don't know how reincarnation works. Come on.
Genesis 4:5. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect, and Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted?
Yeah, so you had a chance to be accepted. You wasn't accepted, man.
You can't do that.
And go real quick to Isaiah 26, verse 10.
Right.
And then from there you can go to Psalms 50 and 16.
Go. The book of Isaiah 26:10. Let favor be showed to the wicked.
The Edomites.
Right. yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of...
So you show him favor, you show him the right way, he's not going to learn righteousness. Because he was set up to be the wicked.
Yeah. Isaiah 26:10, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness...
The land of uprightness is the land of Israel. So you're in the land of uprightness, you're in the land of Israel. You got a secular government over there talking about this is the fulfillment of prophecy in 1948. That was a secular government set up by the Rawchaa.
Right.
Because the Rawchaas are a bunch of Edomites.
Right.
They ain't nothing but a bunch of devils.
Yeah, crooks.
They're trying to steal back the birthright. Come on.
Isaiah 26:10, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord.
They don't pray. They don't have a national prayer. There's not a call for prayer. What is Israel doing? Which show you that they're Edomites. They declared war against Hamas, and who did they kill? They killed. There's got to be over 10,000 Palestinians. The Palestinian people are not Hamas. That group called Hamas is set up by people that happen to be Palestinian. That's just like the mafia. You got the Italian mafia, which are Italian, right? Made men, you got to be Sicilian on both sides, or Napolitan or whatever. But that doesn't mean all Italians are mafia. So you're saying, anytime I see an Italian, I'm arresting because he's mafia. No. Anytime I see a Palestinian, I'm going to shoot him because he's a Hamas. No. So you're talking about, like they got this, they call themselves getting this one leader, and they killed a bunch of people. And then one of the commanders, which he had a Scottish accent, but he was fighting for the Israeli army, he had a clear Scottish accent. And they said, you know that place that you hit was, what they call it, refugee camp. And the guy said, yeah. He said, that's what happens in war. So that shows you that they don't care. They don't give a shit. Because they hate the Palestinians.
Yeah, the scriptures say that blood is nothing in the sight of Esau. That's in Ezekiel, the 35th chapter. Blood is nothing to him. It's nothing for him to shed blood. Book of Psalm 50 and 16. It says, but unto the wicked, the Heavenly Father saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Yeah, because one statute is, if a man or woman is they're practicing an alternate lifestyle, they're supposed to put him to death. They got a place over there in Israel called Tel Aviv, which is also known as Pink City. So they have a happy parade over there every year. So that's not a fulfillment of the Most High's, 1948 didn't fulfill nothing of the scriptures.
Yeah.
And if it was fulfilled, that means the whole world will be following the laws of the Most High.
Yep.
So, as it says in, Daniel chapter 11, they shall look to fulfill the prophecy, but it shall fail. They're trying to fulfill the prophecy that doesn't apply to you, so you're going to fail. And the whole world is protesting against you guys. They're protesting for the sake of Palestine,
I'll read that again. Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked...
What's that?
Oh,
the what? See if the door's open. You can put it right in the door.
Okay.
Put it right there. You know what it is. And you tell them later at night.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't steal nothing, brother. Watch it. Shalom.
Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, the Heavenly Father saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and casteth my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. It's talking about the works of Esau, the Edomites, the wicked. That's why they're called the wicked, because this is what they do. It says, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Right, it's philosophies. Okay, America is all about deceit. Right, the American dream, that's nothing but deceit, deception. This man he's the father of lies. Like when Yahawashi said, you of your father are the devil, the father of lies. He's talking about who? The Romans. He's talking about wicked Israelites that were following the Romans. And the Romans are who? Edomites. All right, so that's one of the characteristics of the wicked. He's a liar. He's a murderer. He's a liar, a murderer, and a thief. All right? How did the so-called white man get America? He stole it. How did he get the whole world? Damn it, he stole it. Rape, robbery, murder. And he can't deny it, man. Those acts, he can't deny it. That's in history. So it more than proves that he's the wicked. You want me to keep reading? Or?
What you got? Keep reading. A couple more.
Okay. Psalm 50 and 18. When thou sawest a thief, thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Oh, what's a great example of that? Iconoclasm. What does it say? Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Iconoclasm was deceit. What happened in iconoclasm? They took down all the dark images and they put up their images. They put up their image as the Heavenly Father, the Son of the Heavenly Father, the angels, and that was during iconoclasm. Look up the term iconoclasm, which means the defacing of an image. The correct images was our image, the image of a so-called black man, woolly hair, dark skin. But Esau, when they came into power, they took down those images, iconoclasm, and put up their images.
Yeah, that was the fulfillment of Revelation 20. Really started the first verse on down, where it says you're going to not deceive the nation for 1,000 years, and after 1,000 years, you must be loose a little season. That directly points to you, the devils.
Yeah.
That's when Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue to the other side of the world. And the Israelites are already here, the northern kingdom, as they call it. And that's the fulfillment of what? Us being scattered. He said we're going to be scattered even unto the uttermost west, to the other end of the world.
And that's why the Apostle Paul said in the latter times, he said what? That man of sin, the wicked, shall be what? Revealed, exposed. We're in that time now. All that deceit, it says, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. All that deceit is being exposed. Like case in point, white people. There's no such thing as white people. That construct was created back in what? 1681, 1680. The construct of white people. That's another form of deceit. Okay? Because there's no such thing as white people. There's no such thing as black people. That's another example of deceit. Right? The Heavenly Father created nations of people. The so-called black man come out the nation of Israel. The so-called white man come out the nation of Edom. Now, are there Israelites scattered among the Edomites? Absolutely. Looking like the Edomites? Absolutely, and we teach that. The same thing with, you got, among the Edomites, you got so-called, among the Edomites, you got so-called black people that are really Edomites. Okay? Because the scriptures speak about the tares and the wheat. So it goes either way. And we teach that. That's why when the angels come, they're gonna, like the Bible says, they're gonna separate the tares from the wheat. The wheat are the Israelites, the tares are the children of the wicked one, like it says in the scripture. The wicked one is Esau. Okay? So reading on, it says, the 19th verse, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Who's Esau's brother? We are. And they speak against us. That top wicked elite, they go before the Heavenly Father and they accuse us. That's why there's a scripture where it says, the accuser of thy brethren is cast down. That's Esau. It says, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son.
Right. The word devil means false accuser or slanderer.
Yep.
I mean, when you bring a false accusation against somebody. When you say that we're not the people,
Yeah.
that makes you a devil.
Oh, a great example of slander is calling us black people. You know, goddamn, the top wicked elite know goddamn well they know such thing as black people. But that's an example of slander. We're not black. You know, I'm looking at my skin here. It's brown. It's not black. Okay? The stripe here is black. All right? Around the sun is black. We're not that color. But that's an example of Esau and the so-called white man slander, like it says here. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. Because Esau and Jacob, they're brothers. Okay? Reading on, it says, these things hast thou done. This is the Heavenly Father speaking. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself.
Yeah, meaning the Most High, you Edomites said, well, we doing all this wickedness, we enslaved these people, burned them, cut the men's penises off, hung them, raping their women. Most High ain't doing that. I guess the Most High is with us. You know what? Let's go back and read that in the NLT. Let's see what the NLT says.
That verse?
So from the
16th
top.
verse? Okay.
From the 16th verse.
Psalm 50 and 16 from the NLT. But the Heavenly Father says to the wicked, why bother reciting my decrees and pretending to obey my covenant?
And pretending to obey my covenant.
It's them.
Which, by the way, the covenant was not given to you.
That's right.
The first covenant wasn't given to you, and the new covenant is not going to be given to you.
Yeah.
Pretending that you're under the Most High's covenant. It's all, and the world woke up to you, man. That's why when you gotta use choice words when you're on YouTube and say certain things.
Well, now they got a video limit. Now they got a limit to how many videos you can put up in a day.
What's the limit?
I don't know. It says in 24 hours. But it says there's a limit. I kind of glanced at it.
Okay, so they're cutting the truth on. That's what they do. They're cutting the truth.
You brothers that know, you can put the information in the comment section.
And that goes in the famine of the world.
Yeah.
Because too many people are, you know what's going on? You got a lot of talent out there, man. Among the Edomites, the alternative news, alternative media, and they're coming out with facts, documentation. Then you got us. You got all kinds of people bringing out facts against this devil, man. So what you're doing is you're trying to stifle the facts. Everybody's getting on you, man. Everybody's getting on you. That's why you got to cut things down. So you can throw the freedom of speech out the window. You're cutting this shit down because they don't want this truth to come out. Everybody's coming against you, man.
That's what the prophecy says. The prophecy says that that man of sin shall be revealed, and he's being revealed. One of the main. That's why the scriptures say, "He taketh the wise in his own craftiness." You created the YouTube, but it's really the Heavenly Father put the Spirit on you to create YouTube, and YouTube is one of the main avenue that the truth is being pushed. So that's the Heavenly Father. That right there shows you who's in charge. The Heavenly Father is the one in charge, not you so-called white people.
And the truth is already out.
Yeah.
So you can call this thing back. The truth is already out, man.
The cat's out the bag.
You let the cat's out the bag, so to speak.
You can't bring it back.
The 144,000 are sealed already, as I've been saying.
Yeah, you've been saying it.
So you can go ahead and cut the YouTube. The ones that are sealed, the elect, they're still gonna make it, man. It said this gospel shall be preached or published throughout the whole world, through the World Wide Web, and then the end comes.
Exactly.
So who haven't we reached?
Right.
So go ahead and cut your fucking YouTube, man.
Yeah.
Somebody move.
Okay.
Back up.
Yeah, the court of Pascal again. It says this gospel shall go to what? The ends of the earth. Then the end shall come. How is that possible? It was setting up camps. No. Through the format of YouTube. I was looking for the right word. Through the format of YouTube. That's how. All right? We got brothers right now in Australia. Australia is on the other side of the world. How is that possible? Through YouTube. Brother saw the video on YouTube. Spirit got on him. He got sealed with the word. And then he decided to go out there and teach the word. How did that happen? Through
Published
YouTube.
throughout the whole world and preached throughout the whole world. And the word preach means prophecy.
Right.
Then the end shall come. So guess what? You can close this thing down, man.
So there you go, man.
The purpose of the Most High was already done. Now the missiles are going to come.
That's it.
And when this thing is cut down, the ones of you that ain't the elect, you're going to go right back to your business before YouTube. And the ones of you that are elect, you're going to still be teaching. You're going to still have, that mark is still going to be on your forehead.
Yeah. Yeah, because Yahawashi said it best. He said, many are called, few are chosen. Now, when you look up that word chosen in Greek, the Greek word there is eklektos. That's where you get the word elect. So you got many guys, look, we'll give you an example. 1992, many guys came in 1992 into the street. All three of us were back there. We remember. Many dudes came in the school, One West, 1992, like kind of blew wide open. And I had been in the truth 2 years already. And I remember this. Most of them guys.
It blew up when I came in and Johanna, Ariala, and the young and new batch.
Right.
Because when we came in, the 7 was tight, man. They wasn't really going out strong.
Yep.
When all these new guys just came in, and the thing opened up. It was a whole spirit that came in, man.
Yeah.
I remember they had a meeting. They said, look, we got to get our game up because these young guys are beating us. I remember they said that. The 7 got together and said, we got to get our game up, man. These new flaky guys, they out there not stopping. Then they used to have one camp on Saturday. That was on 44th. That was on 34th Street, 34th and 7th. We've been out there for years. And on Sundays, they would have the camp on 44th Street. And I've been in there maybe a year, maybe less than a year, but I was real close to High Priest Ariah. And I pulled Ariah to the side and I said, look, we got a lot of people, man. We arguing over time. When you only get 15 minutes, the time's up, brother. Then you argue. A lot of times I said, look, brother, the spirit, you can't bring me down, the spirit's on me. Look, the spirit's on me, man. You're going against the spirit. So we have meetings on that. So I told Ariah, I said, we got a lot of brothers coming in that want to speak. I said, why don't we just put the camp up, have 44th Street camp on Saturdays, and 34th Street on Saturdays, and then on Sundays have a 44th Street camp. And he said, okay, we're going to do that. We had a meet, and then the spirit had got on me, and really Nahab and Ariala. We set up the first One West Hebrew Israelite camp in Brooklyn was set up by me and Lahab, and then me and Ariala. It was built up to us. That's when Barak was there. Yahawah came in. Yahawah was up in there. Me and Ariala. Ahab was doing something else. It was me and Ariala. And then Kazak became the head of that. Because I said, look, let's go to the Bronx. So we went out to the Bronx. So a lot of those camps, a lot of places that we set up, like in the Bronx and Brooklyn, there was no camps out there. It was myself, me and Ariala, and certain days on the Tuesday, I ain't had nothing to do. I called and said, look, let's go to the camp. And I remember I didn't have not that much money. I had enough money to put gas in the car. And I said, well, the Most High blessed me to get back home. So we went out there on a Tuesday on Houghton and Foyt was a home. Was it Hoyt and Fulton Hoyt?
Yeah.
And this drunk Arab came up and he was fucking with us, right? But then he said, he pulled out his wallet. He said, this is for you. He put it in the thing and we didn't touch it. At the end, I counted it, right? I believe it was $154. And the $154 back then was a lot of money. $154 ain't shit today. I mean, it's some money. But $154 like $1,000 today, $500. So I counted the money. I said, yo, man, we got $154. So I gave Ariella half of it, man. Then we came back out. The guy came back about 2 weeks later, asking for money, and I gave him $1. He said, I said, look, that's all we can do. That's all we can get. Or we take that back. We told his ass to run on down the street. And that was a spirit because I didn't have that much money to cut, I was driving on fumes. And I had more than enough money. Back then the gas was like 89 cents a gallon, 79 cents a gallon. I was able to fill that motherfucking tank up. And that lasted me a couple of days, a week or whatever. So a lot of times we went through the spirit.
Well, that's that scripture. Yahawashi said, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added unto you. That's what Elder Pastor did, and Ariella. They were seeking first the kingdom of heaven. They were out there teaching. The kingdom of heaven is teaching the word. And what happened? The Lord put the spirit on man's goings of the Lord, right? Proverbs 20 and 24, right? Or is it 24 and 20? No, 20 and 24. So the Heavenly Father put the spirit on that so-called Arab to put all that money in there. That's another reason why we don't worry about how we're going to be taken care of.
Yeah, like Bishop Nate. Now you saw the thing that he did about, he was on an interview with somebody on YouTube, and the guy was asking about, he was a cop. He was a cop. You saw it?
No, I didn't see it.
You got to watch it, man.
I saw part
and basically, you saw the whole part. Okay, that's all you need to see.
Okay.
Anyway, he basically said the NYPD is a complete corrupt system. He said ain't nothing but a gang. So I did a video getting on him. I said, well, wait a minute. You were part of a corrupt organization, and you knew, in the first year, you saw the complete corruption of this, how they said go into black neighborhoods and give them tickets, but around the Jews don't give them no tickets. So I said, well, you was a part of a corrupt organization, right? Which is in the name of fighting crime. And you saw the corruption, but guess what? You stayed there for 16 years, man. So you were part of that corruption, man.
Yeah.
You were part of that extortion. They deal with corruption and they deal with extortion. And then you even quote the scripture which cut you. Could you give me that Luke 3? I believe it's Luke 3 and 14.
Yeah, I was looking for that limit on YouTube. I just found somebody put up user upload limit set to 10 videos a day on YouTube API. I don't know what API is. It says, so I'm building an app that is supposed to allow a user to upload a lot of videos from their Google Drive to their YouTube. It works beyond the fact that the YouTube API has a hard video limit of 10 videos per day per user.
We don't do that. We don't do 10.
Yeah.
Now, well, look, this is your opportunity. We've been telling, hey, look, we've been telling y'all brothers, get them videos in, man. Hey, you got brothers doing a video once a week, once every 2 weeks. Now the door is closing. You should have gotten them videos in there. So now you got an opportunity. You can't do no more than 10. I never did 10 videos.
Me either.
But hell, I'm going to try to do 10. Shit.
But it's going to go.
But that's all right. That's all. I don't care. I don't care.
Right.
Like Eddie said.
Right.
I don't care.
That's right. We don't care, but
you can bring it down to no videos, man.
Yeah, this is how the devil works.
Hey, like this guy, what's this guy? Dollar Vigilante.
Oh yeah,
he
yeah.
used to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
This other guy, World Alternative Media. He used to be on, and I had him on my format on my TV. Like when I go to sleep, I watch the YouTube on a smart TV.
Yeah.
So when one video ends, another one pops up. So I have sleep listening to shit.
Right.
So they two was on there, Alex Jones. And after they got rid of Alex Jones, they got rid of them guys. But they used to always say, yeah, they're gonna take us on. They're gonna cut us off. They used to say that, right? And sure enough, one day they ain't on there. But guess what? They're on Rumble.
Yep. Odyssey.
But they're on. But they fucking with them on Odyssey now.
Okay.
But they're on Rumble. But they ain't fucking with them on Odyssey. But then there's other video formats that a lot of people are going to. So what people do now, and I do this myself. If I do a controversial video, inside joke, and I know YouTube is going to take it down. Matter of fact, I did one last week, so early in the week. I'll do a little commercial on YouTube to say, come to Odyssey to see the entire video. But what did they do to Alex Jones? They had a meeting, man. They said, look, we're cutting them off of YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, anything that you had, anything that you got out there, we're cutting everything off. So what did he do? He made up his own site, but plus he's on Odyssey and Rumble, and he's on a couple other. Then they got another dude. What's this guy? He's a doctor, a health ranger. He's not on YouTube no more, but he got his own website called I think it's called Brighton. And that, you gotta, hey brother, that's all them controversial.
You gotta pay for that?
No, man. I don't gotta pay for that, man.
I gotta check it out.
You know?
That's on Odyssey.
No, it's not on Odyssey. It's his own page.
Oh, his own page.
What I'll do if I remember, I'll pass it to you. So Esau's not getting all fucked up. They're just moving on, man. This guy, Jeff Barak, right? What's the name of the site?
Dollar Vigilante.
Dollar Vigilante.
Right.
He still be doing the same videos, but he's on Odyssey now.
Right.
But he said they're gonna take me down.
Yeah.
So guess what? Let them take us down.
Yeah, eventually.
The ones of you that are part of the hold up, brother, I'm talking.
I'm sorry.
No, hold up, brother, I'm talking.
Yeah.
And the spirit's on me, brother.
Good.
Hey, if you're part of the elect, if you're not a part of the elect, and you watch YouTube and we're not on YouTube, they ain't on YouTube no more. Meanwhile, we're on Odyssey, on Rumble and on these other pages, BitChute or whatever, the elect is going to follow us over there.
Yep.
And you're going to be out there and then you're going to forget about Israel. Because the truth be told, when you see a video, a YouTube video with 80,000 hits, fucking 79,000 of them are fucking watched for entertainment purposes, man. So you proud of the fact that you got a whole lot of fucking hits. You got a whole lot of fucking hits because the people are getting entertained. So when they cut you off, them people are gonna go back to their business.
They're
moving on to the next. A lot of these people that watch the videos are entertained by this, man.
Yep.
Because there should be millions of camps out here.
Yep.
Raising hell. And that's not happening. So guess what? The Most High got you good.
Yep.
He's only saving the elect.
That's right.
Back your apostle, thou art unto them as a
That's
very,
a very lovely song.
backs up what you just said. Oh, I was going to say, yeah, eventually Esau, they're going to cut everything. Especially,
but that's all right.
Yeah. Which is why the scriptures say, it says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Right.
Okay?
Well, it says, seek him as a young man. Give me that. Give me that in
Ecclesiastes
12. Start the time.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. Yeah, seek, because there's a time limit, man. The scriptures say, seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Right.
Implying that there's a time when the Lord is not going to be found. All hell is going to break loose out here.
Also, you can give me Romans 13, I believe it's 10. Romans 13:10.
What we keep telling you guys, don't look at this as entertainment. Learn these scriptures, apply them, learn this knowledge. Go ahead, man.
You want Ecclesiastes first, Pastor?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a 6 second.
This is not entertainment, man.
Okay.
It's deadly serious.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth.
When you're a young man, you hear this thing when you're a young man.
Right.
You're supposed to say, where's the camp at? How can I be down? Come on.
Yeah, they quoted that in the movie, Platoon. The very first scene of the movie, they put the scripture. Rejoice, that's scripture right there.
Right, it says, rejoice, young man. Now, young man.
Yeah. Right.
While
the evil days come not, nor the years.
What's the evil days?
Right.
The destruction.
Yep.
First, we're in the midst of the last 3 prophecies.
Yep.
The very last 2 are going to take place at the same time, simultaneously.
Yep.
before all hell breaks loose, before Jacob's trouble comes, what's going to kick it off is the Karagma, the mark of the beast. You heard it here from GMS. Because you got other major camps debunking what we say.
Right.
So when it happens, there's going to be a major shakeup. You're not going to know where to turn. Then when you say, well, let me start following GMS, that's when he might cut to YouTube. So you don't know what to do.
Exactly.
Then you're going to be going through the city looking for the prophets. And they ain't going to be there, man. Word to you.
It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not.
The evil days is when the destruction comes. In other words, get yourself right with the Most High before the destruction comes. And then after you read that, I want you to go to the NLT. You know, I'll give you a different spirit in the NLT.
Okay.
Come on.
Nor
I got a quick
Go ahead,
precept.
bring it on out.
Amos 5 and 13. Let me see what 12 says. The point is in the 13th verse. This is the book of Amos 5. I'll start at 12. For I know your manifold judgments. I'm sorry. For I know your manifold transgressions and your mighty sins. The Lord's talking about these people right here. And your mighty sins, they afflict the just. They take a bribe. And they turn aside the poor in the gate from their right. You could start with them wicked ass Israelites. That's exactly what they do. Right? They take a bribe. What's that bribe? The 501c3. Right? They turn aside the poor in the gate from their right. It's your right to know the true name of the Heavenly Father and the Son. You got certain Israelites that have turned, turned from that right. They're teaching those false names, right? And here's the point. 13th verse. Therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time. So when those evil days come, the prudent, who's the prudent? Those that know the truth, the 100% truth. They're going to be silent.
Yeah, because we're not in the time of Jacob's trouble yet.
Yeah.
The time of Jacob's trouble is going to come when the chip comes. Because when the chip comes, they're going to push it like they pushed the sea hit, the jump shot. You ain't going to be like that. They did it. That was a test run. You have people going to restaurants coming out of state that didn't apply to them out of state. There was a situation where a family came from Texas, a Jake family, and they went down to downtown Manhattan, and they were fighting with the host because they couldn't get in. They said, you need that card, you had to do the shots. Well, they said they didn't tell us that in Texas. I remember this one Mama's fried chicken, back when I used to eat Mama's fried chicken, I don't eat that shit no more. They had an actual, like a camera, and they had a thing where they said you have to show your ID that you took it. And I said, you better not ask me for the fucking ID. And I came up and I watched other people ordering, they didn't bring no ID. I said, nah, they just got the sign out.
Oh, okay.
And I even filmed it, and I put it on one of the videos. So I was looking at the guy, I said, motherfucker, you better give me something. So eventually what happened was that they took it down. Because they were trying to get people, remember that scare tactic?
Yep.
If you don't get it, you're going to die. It's
Yep.
the worst disease. There's a lot of people, they had police out there throwing people off of trains, off of buses, beating people up. And these stupid ass police, NYPD, they were doing it with no mask.
Yep.
They were beating your ass because you didn't have a mask, and they didn't have no fucking mask, man.
I remember that.
And there was a lot of NYPD that quit the force. One of the brothers used to come out here, which was a detective, right? He said, I ain't taking that shit. So that's a trial run. So they already know there's a certain percentage that's going to take it. When the chip comes, they're going to take it. But there's a certain percentage that's not going to take it. Those are the people that we got to work on.
Yeah, and that's that scripture, Psalm 64. They accomplish a diligent search.
That's right.
They do, what do you call it? They do operations like that, ops.
Yep.
To,
Psyops and shit like that.
psyops.
Yep.
All different kind of ops.
The PSYOP represents psychological operation.
Right.
Yeah.
This is what
See how
Esau
the
does.
people, see how the
Yep.
people act.
Done. There you go. So,
Yep.
hey, everything is in the scriptures, man. Go ahead, bro.
All right. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not.
Now, if I could read that again, Amos 5:13. Therefore, the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time. And you know, this reminds me of what the Lord told Ezekiel. The Lord said, I will shut your mouth so you won't be a reprover to this people. There was a time the Lord told Ezekiel, go out and teach. And there was a time the Lord told Ezekiel, look, I'm going to shut your mouth so you won't be a reprover to this people. So the prophets, right? We're the prophets, right? There's a time the Lord that's coming, the Lord is going to shut our mouths where we won't be a reprover unto
Standing in the word.
There you go.
Right.
So that's why we keep telling you guys to take this seriously. Take this knowledge in.
Yeah, when you take it, you got to go ahead and push it out. Leave this role and go out and teach the house of Israel.
Right. That he may run that readeth
That
it.
he may run.
Right.
We started off with that.
Right.
Habakkuk 2.
Yeah. That's the spirit.
If you look at Noah, right?
Yeah.
Noah was also a preacher. Some of you might not know this. He was building the ark. Yeah, he was a carpenter building the ark, but he was also preaching. He was telling the people, look, the day's going to come, the water's going to, because the Lord told him the deal. And the Lord told him, look, I want you to build this ark. So Noah was in the know, okay?
Yep.
Noah was in the know. He was in the know. He knew what was coming. So he would warn the people and they would scoff at him. Now, what happened when he entered into the ark, huh? All those same people were banging on the boat. No, let us in, no. He couldn't let them in because the scripture tells you that the Lord sealed the ark. Why was it the Lord that sealed the ark? Because the Lord knew Noah in his compassion, he would have tried to open the ark to let him in.
What's that in Isaiah? What's it, Isaiah 19? Shut the door. I can't think of it.
I will make you a covert from the storm around that.
Is it Isaiah 26 and 19? Check that. I can't get the word. The chambers, shut the chambers.
Oh, Isaiah 26 and 20. Yeah, starts at 19.
Yeah. It hadn't brought it on a while.
Isaiah 26 and 19 says, thy dead men shall live, together with my dead body shall they arise.
Right. In other words, you're going to come in. Well, that goes right in this Ezekiel 37.
Yeah.
The dry bones. That's the living. The breath being put in it. So the fact that we are out here teaching, all right, is because the Most High rose us up, made us understand that we're Israelites, and he breathed on us. Come on.
Isaiah 26 and 19. Thy dead men shall live, together with my dead body shall they arise. Awake and sing, ye that dwell in the dust.
Awake and sing, he that dwelleth in the dust. This is confusing. That's why this one Jake can't see it. One Jake will buck up against you.
We're singing right now.
We're singing. You know? And we're the three little birds.
Yeah.
Awake and sing.
Woke up this morning to the rising sun. Three little birds.
Yahawashi is the rising sun.
Beside my doorstep. Singing secret songs. Of melodies pure and saying this message
This is a message.
This message is for you. And that was a spiritual song.
Yeah, it was.
And the spirit made Guatemala sing that, man.
Oh, yeah.
And it became popular too.
Well, that's a popular song. I only do them commercials for the Bahamas and shit. They got the white man and white woman. They got the music, you know?
Yeah.
You see the black guy with his big smile on his face, giving you martinis
Serving,
and shit.
yeah, serving.
You know?
Fucking devils, man.
He's
And that's
like
a classic song, brother.
Oh,
you
hell
can play
yeah.
that anywhere. And you passing by a place they playing it, you gonna bop to that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got Jake serving with the big, all 32 of his teeth showing.
Black as tar. Only thing you
know,
can see is his teeth.
He's serving to eat.
Yeah, all this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, I was thinking about that show Ironside. Now, right? Because they got it played on BTV. Ironside. What's the? He was an actor. Man, what the hell is his name? Raymond Burr. He was Ironside, right? And you got the chick, you got this Edomite, and you got this Jake. Now, Ironside, he's in the wheelchair. Guess who's pushing him?
Oh, the nigga.
The nigga. I'm watching and say, hold up, man. How come that honky ain't?
I'm looking at it.
Yeah. I'm watching, right? I said,
Yeah,
look,
like
how come that Edomite, that honky ain't pushing?
Why couldn't they take turns?
Yeah, why couldn't they take turns? Every time Ironside had to go somewhere, who was pushing the wheelchair? The Jake. You don't believe me? What? Google Ironside. You'll see it for yourself. So that right there, right? That was in the what?
That's
late
called a
60s?
super magical Negro.
Yeah.
Like John Coffey. What's the name of that movie?
Green Mile, the Green Mile.
Green Mile.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
yeah,
a
yeah,
super magical Negro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what Spike Lee said.
Yeah.
He said you got Negroes in the movies that are super magical Negroes. You know, they dumb as hell, about as dumb as a rock, bag of rocks, but they can hear, they got healing power.
Yeah.
I tried to save them, boss. I tried to save them. And they said, you rape. How you gonna rape? Big as that nigga is, how you gonna rape 2 little girls like that, man?
Yeah, the same thing.
Then he touches this guy's nuts. He said he touches his nuts. You don't tell him he gonna touch his nuts. He said he knew that he couldn't get his rod up, and he went. So what the fuck is this bullshit, man?
That's why the Lord took his
The super magical Negro.
Yeah, yeah.
But he couldn't bust himself out in the joint.
Right.
He can help the so-called white man, but he couldn't bust himself out the joint. And then in real life, he died, man.
Yeah.
He perished.
Yep.
Most I took his black ass out.
So much for the magic.
Yep.
Isaiah 26:19, thy dead man shall live, together with my dead body shall they arise. I'm trying to send him Chris. Thy dead man shall live, together with my dead body shall they arise.
Come on, let's get back.
Okay. Thy dead man shall live, together with my dead body shall they arise. Awake and sing, ye that dwell in the dust. For thy dew is as the dew of herbs. That's a metaphor for this knowledge, it's truth. Right? It's like herbs. It brings forth the healing. The healing for what? For our minds.
Right.
Because we don't suffer all these wounds, the wound of oppression. You know, like earlier we were talking about oppression. You watch videos or movies rather, and you see your people as nothing but servants to Esau.
These spurs are active. Anywhere the prophets go, the spurs get active.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, when I said that, notice it. The demon said, "Get caught on the street, they found you out." As soon as I said that these spurs are active,
Yeah, yeah.
Spirit made them walk on down the street.
Thy dead man shall live, together with my dead body shall they arise. Awake and sing, ye that dwell in the dust. Confusion. We're in the land of confusion right now. For thy dew is as the dew of herbs.
And this is the land of confusion, which means Babylon.
Right.
Yep.
What's the group that sung that song?
Oh,
Land of
Temptation.
Confusion? No.
All this confusion.
Well, no.
Oh, Genesis.
Genesis.
Right.
And they showed you in the video, the music video, that the land of confusion was America.
Right. Right.
That was during the time when Reagan was big. So that was a message, you know?
It says, thy dew is as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead. Now here's the point. Excuse me. It says, come my people, enter thou into thy chambers. Right? Which is talking about the chariots. When Yahawashi comes and he delivers his elect, he's going to bring them right into the so-called UFOs, the chariots of the Lord. The same way Noah entered into his chariot of the day, which was what? The ark.
Right.
That's why Yahawashi said it. He said, but as the days of Noah shall be the coming of the Son of Man. So even Yahawashi used the analogy of Noah.
Right.
Noah is short for Noah. Okay? By the way, Noah, his wife, his sons, and their wives, they were the elect of their day. Only 8 people. 8 people. Everybody else perished by the water. Okay? So think about that. It says, come my people, enter down into thy chambers.
My people is not talking about all of Israel.
Right.
My people talking about the elect Israel, which is a small number. Bible said that the world will come is for the few. So the new kingdom is going to start with a few. 144,000 and the elect.
Just like Noah.
Just like Noah.
Noah, it was 8 people. 8 people repopulated the earth. So technically, if you want to be technical about it, repopulation of the earth started from where? Mount Ararat, where the ark landed. It tells you that in Genesis 8:4. The 8th chapter 4th verse. It tells you the ark landed the mountains of Ararat, which is Turkey, which would be known as Turkey today. So technically, that's where civilization started, after Noah. Okay, if you want to be technical about it. And by the way, Apostle, he was the first to bring that out. There's something called calligraphy, is it? With the Moabites.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Chinese writing, I don't know if it's Mandarin or Szechuan. Szechuan, right? I know Mandarin is. Mandarin and I think Szechuan. But there's two dialects in Chinese. Even Bruce Lee spoke about it. And one of them, the writings, is the number 8. The number 8 in Chinese calligraphy is a small boat. Even if you look it up, in Chinese language, the number 8, it'll show you a boat.
Where'd that go
So
back
what
to?
did that go back to? It goes back to Noah because there was 8 people in the boat. That's why the symbol, you trying to find it?
Yeah.
Should come up.
Let's see.
Chinese character for 8, for the number 8. And I did this before.
Yeah, you told us about that. I'll never forget.
Well, I got it from Yahawadah. He told me about it.
Okay.
This one comes up.
There's another picture that looks, it looks like a boat with sails on it.
Okay.
Yeah, so Isaiah 26 and 20, come my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. And that's the same thing that happened to the ark, but the Lord was the one that shut the door of the ark. After, and
Lord's going to be the one to shut the door of
this ship, yeah. Oh, right now the ark is being built, the spiritual ark, which is this knowledge is truth. The time is coming when the doors are going to be shut. So you won't be able to learn this truth.
That's it. Look at that. That's the boat. When you put it together, that's the boat, and that's the sails. I believe that represents the people. When you put it all together, this is what you get. The boat and the sails.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
That's it. What does it say there? Wait a minute. What does it say there? What does it say there? Boat.
Boat. Yeah, boat.
What does it say there? 8. So this Chinese symbol, calligraphy, China symbol for 8 is a boat. So it's telling you right there, saying boat and it's saying 8. Why 8? Why not 9? Why not 39? Because there was 8 people that were saved.
That's it. There you go.
Which show you what? That Moab came from one of them 8 people.
Yep.
Actually, one of the 3 sons. Shem.
Moab is Shemitic.
Moab is Shemitic.
Yep, Isaiah 26 and 20. It says, come my people, and just like the older pastor said, those are the Israelites. Even in the NLT, the subhead, it says restoration for Israel. Check that out. Restoration.
Where you read from?
The NLT.
What,
Isaiah 26 and 20.
Beautiful, man.
Look at that. You just said.
See that vocab alone?
Yeah, Pastor just said that's talking about it. The Spirit made him say it. That's talking about Israel. Isaiah 26 and 20. Look at the NLT version. What's it, the subheading say? Restoration for Israel.
Yep.
Scripture say, prove all things. It didn't say every. So now, that's a dark saying. Hey, not everybody can read
You
Isaiah.
gotta read that again.
Yeah. Not everybody can read Isaiah 20 and know what it's talking about. It's a dark saying.
Start from the verse above 19 and 20 in the NLT.
Okay, Isaiah 26 and 19 and the NLT. Isaiah 26 and 19. But those who die in the Lord will live. Their bodies will rise again. Those who sleep in the earth will rise up.
What Isaiah?
Yeah, Isaiah 26 and 19.
Okay, good,
NLT.
good.
Yep. But those who die in the Lord will live. Their bodies will rise again. Those who sleep in the earth will rise up and sing for joy. for
That's
your
reincarnation. Slack. That's reincarnation right there.
Those who rise up from the dust,
Right.
the elect, will rise up and sing for joy.
Right.
What are we doing right now?
We're singing.
Singing for joy.
Right.
make
Right?
a joyful
Yep.
noise.
Make
Yep.
a joyful noise unto the Lord.
Right.
Right. Arise and shine, for
You
thy
gotta
light is
hold on
come.
deck. Revelation 14. You got to hold on deck.
Right. If you
I'll
want
get that. Yep. I'll get
They
that.
ain't talking about them crazy so-called black women in these churches, you know, singing that nonsense, going up the rough side.
I'm coming
Yeah,
up.
I'm coming up.
And they would quote in the church, the black woman, sing and make a joyful noise to the Lord.
That ain't the
And you
choice.
sounded like fucking sick hyenas.
Yeah. Like Mahalia Jackson. Sound like a Negro bench.
Rock and roll came
weeping
out,
bench.
and rock and roll came out the church.
Yeah.
They had this black woman in the church. They called her Mama Rock and Roll.
Right.
It was a chick that played the guitar, and that's where rock and roll came from.
Right.
Jake started picking up on it, and Esau grabbed it, because he's the ultimate culture.
Culture.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that a euphemism for sex? Rock and roll?
Yeah, rock and roll. We're
Yeah.
rocking and roll.
Rock and roll. Yeah. Matter of fact, that's heavy because we were watching, what was it? At the Ponderosa, we were watching something on Little Richard. That they had some special on it, and he brought that out. He said, rock and roll was a euphemism for, you know.
The
He's
hanky
all-
panky.
Yeah, he's all flamboyant
Yeah.
for having sex. So Esau took rock and roll and turned it into something else. That's what the Edomites do. Go ahead, bro. That's why the scriptures say Jacob is the what? Jacob is the former of all things. Jacob represents Israel. We're the former of all things. We're the salt of the earth, man.
That proves that the people over there in the land of Israel are not the people. What creative thing came out of Israel?
All they did was steal.
And not one thing came out of it.
Yeah.
If those were the people, you would have the heavyweight champion in boxing
Yeah.
coming out of Israel. You have all the weights coming out of Israel. The greatest songs coming out of Israel, man.
Yeah.
The great music came out, all genre of music came out of America. I'm talking about modern music.
Yeah.
When I mean modern music, I'm talking about ragtime, rhythm and blues, jazz,
Yep.
ragtime, Jake,
Jake.
rhythm and blues, Jake.
Jake.
Rock and roll is nothing but rhythm and blues with faster tempo. Jake.
Jake.
Hip hop, Jake.
Jake. Disco.
Disco, Jake. Soul, Jake.
Jake. We're the salt of the earth. Flavor.
Gospel music in the church is now secular.
Right.
You can win the Grammys, you can win the best gospel. So guess what? Gospel music then became secular music.
Even the sitcoms now. You got this guy Norman Lear. You got this channel Catchy Comedy. Norman Lear's classics. No. Get it right. Norman Lear stole those ideas from Jake. Case in point, the guy Eric Monty, who created the movie Cooley High, was about him. The character that Glenn Turman played was Eric Monty. How he went to Hollywood. Right. So Eric Monty worked with Norman Lear, and Eric Monty came up with you can Google it.
Well, if you say we know it's true, we don't gotta say it.
Yeah, we like to prove everything we say. But Eric Monty, he came up with a bunch of classics that are now, he came up with, I believe he came up with the Jeffersons. You can fact check me on that. He came up with Good Times, all right? Which, again, Norman Lear. And all Norman Lear did was sit back, steal his ideas, and the money came rolling in. That so-called Jew from Connecticut, New Haven, Connecticut, Norman Lear. So once again, man, well, that's the scripture where it says, we made no account of his labors. That's what the so-called white men have done with our labor. They take our labor. Alexander Graham Bell stole the idea of the light bulb from who? From a Jake, which was his slave, his servant. Okay? Like the scriptures say, we're the former of all things. Okay, we bring life. Esau brings death. His power is death, destruction, chaos, mayhem. That's his power.
Yep.
What you got?
The scriptures say we're the salt of the earth.
We're the salt of the
The
earth.
salt, what makes a steak taste? If somebody brings you a steak, a nicely cooked steak with no salt on it, it's not going to taste right.
Right. That's not bland steak.
It's
Yeah.
going to be bland. You're going to ask for the salt. right? They ask for the salt, the pepper. You know what makes a great steak? And I did this. Olive oil on the steak, sear it, get the marks in it, then cook it the rest in the oven. The only thing you need season you need is salt and pepper, rock salt and pepper. That's all you need.
That's true.
You don't even need A1 steak sauce.
Right.
That's true.
Same thing goes with a burger. Good burger,
Right.
salt and pepper.
Yep.
It's with the flavor, or the way we dance.
Oh yeah.
That's what one of the reasons
Yeah,
why.
among the Latin tribes, the Puerto Ricans,
Yep.
they got a dance called salsa.
Yep,
What does
that's
salsa mean? It means flavor.
Yep. That's
When you
true.
put something to make the food taste good, you put flavor on it,
Flavor.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Sazon,
Yep.
no flavor.
Yeah, Jake, he don't just play drums. Jake, when he plays drum, man,
Yeah, they get down.
he goes to the next level, and that's what pisses Esau off. They're like, how did they do that? Because we're the Lord's special people. We're the chosen people. Israel, he's the Prince of Power. You got it.
Okay, Revelation 14. You want me to start at 1, Apostle?
Yeah,
I think you call for. Okay, Revelation 14 and 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the 4 beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth.
Yeah, that song is just knowledge. You want me to say something?
No, the reason why we went here was because in Isaiah 26 and 20, it says that you had said the ones that were going to arise and sing were the elect. That's why we went here, to back that up, you know, because it said no one was able to hear learn that song except the 144,000, which are the elect.
So vocab, you're not part of the 144,000.
Right.
That's why
Well,
you don't know
that's
this.
why you can't get reincarnation.
Right.
You can't sing, son.
I was thinking of this guy, Juan. His name.
Oh.
You can't break down scriptures.
Yeah.
Can't
You
rap.
can't break down prophecies.
Yeah.
Now what?
Now what?
Useless.
You can't get the reincarnation. What else can you get? Reincarnation or hell? Teaching that is hell.
Hold up, you can't sing the song without singing the reincarnation part. That's like singing a hit song and you miss. The song got 3 verses, and you
No,
miss it.
you need a piano. You know, for a song like what's that song? Piano, play me a song, man.
Oh, the Piano Man?
Piano Man.
Yeah.
If you're gonna sing that song without a piano,
You
the
love
song
that.
that's
It-
you,
it ain't gonna
vocal.
work.
You're trying to sing Piano Man song with no piano.
With no piano.
No piano.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
Piano. Let me sit down and play that damn piano.
Or even worse, you try to play the piano knowing you can't play.
And you can't sing.
You can't sing and you can't play the piano, but you go try to play the piano, that song. There's a certain way the song got to be played. If you ain't playing the song immediately, one who knows the song and say, what the hell is he playing? That's not Piano Man by Billy Joel.
Another example, Whitney Houston. She
Yeah.
went to Australia.
Oh, man. Yeah.
She sung the song.
Disaster.
They booed her.
Disaster.
Because although she sung the song
Right.
like she was contracted to,
Right.
but she didn't sing the song right.
She didn't sing it right.
You know?
Yeah, them Edomites was, man, it's a travesty.
Yeah.
I want my money back.
Hey, so when you go into these scriptures and you come across a certain scripture, you say, well, the Edomites can make it.
Oh,
You're not singing the song right.
not singing it right. You're hitting that crack, your voice is cracking. Like Froggy.
Or
from
you
the-
forget the words.
Yeah, that's right.
You might sing, you might have a stellar voice, but you forget the words. That's a disaster too.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Back to the old apostle, there's a song Jimi Hendrix is singing the Bob Dylan song, Like a Rolling Stone.
Mm-hmm.
There's a part where he goes, I know I forgot the words. As he's singing it, he's singing the song Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan. Then there's a part where he goes, I know I forgot the words. He had to say that. You know, it's very important. What's the point we're making?
Right.
It's very important when you sing a song, this knowledge is a song. Wait a minute. Can we get Ezekiel 33? If we can, 33 and 30, real quick. This knowledge is a song. When you sing it, you got to sing it correctly. It's got to have the right pitch, the right tone. It's a hit song.
So the words got to be
right words.
Right words. And you got to sing it with the right tone, right pitch.
Right pitch.
Right.
On beat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses.
Talking against us. Go ahead.
And speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord.
Yeah, that's these people on the sign. That's how they act.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And they come unto thee as the people cometh.
Go ahead.
And they sit before thee as my people.
Go ahead.
And they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Yeah, go ahead.
For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
And wickedness. Go ahead.
And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song.
Right. Talking about us. We're unto them. These people here. We're unto them as what?
A very lovely song.
Very lovely song. That proves that this knowledge is a song. Go ahead.
And Salaki. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song.
So they just want to be entertained. We said that earlier. Like a song entertains you. The majority of these people, they just want to be entertained. Oh, let's go hear what the Israelites got to say. And they're entertained by that. But as soon as they leave our presence, they forget about everything they heard.
Hey, look, when I put up the video, the last video I put up was ISUPK, terrorist attack, ISUPK. Man, there was all kinds.
Yeah,
You go to that video right now, there's probably over 1,000 hits on that thing. Right?
Entertainment. Controversy.
Because they're here to be entertained.
Right.
They look at the title and they get entertained by it.
Yeah.
Elder
No,
Passad did the, I'm sorry.
You're probably gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna.
No, Elder Passad did a video about the prophet. How do you know the prophet?
Not too many people watch it. Not that many people watch it.
There's the point. That's the point I was making. You got it.
No, there was one video you put out probably about.
I already know
yeah.
I forgot the.
I
white
already
woman
know,
bow down before.
3 white women bow down before
Yeah.
kiss their feet.
Yeah.
Man, you got women coming on there. Where is it? Where is it? The video.
Yeah.
It's a
And
psyop.
you said
And I'm
something.
telling you in the video, I put it there to see.
Right.
If we're gonna go, but where that?
You said.
They got mad. They got. How dare you do that?
Yeah.
Remember the
Hey, well, my reply is this: keep it moving. You just see
Yeah, man. Be sincere. What do we always say? In sincerity and in truth. From the apostles on down. If you ain't sincere, keep it moving, man. First of all, the Lord knows your heart.
Scripture speaks
Anyway.
about a great sift in Amos.
Yeah.
Amos 9. The Most High will sift the house of Israel. There you go again. The Most High will sift the. Matter of fact, get that.
Okay.
But get it in the NLT.
Okay.
I still got that.
Okay, come on, read. Come on now.
Okay, it says Isaiah 26 and 20 and 20 in the NLT. It says, "Go home, restoration for Israel, restoration for Israel." 20th verse. "Go home, my people, and lock your doors. Hide yourselves for a little while until the Lord's anger has passed."
And that's talking about the ship. That's code for talking about the ship. That's why you go to the commentary, they're not going to break that down right.
It's a dark saying.
If they would have break that down right, they would say that's when the Lord come back in a gigantic UFO and save the elect.
This prophecy, right? This is Isaiah. Isaiah was on the scene, what, 700 something BC? This prophecy still hasn't been fulfilled. Look at that. This prophecy still has not been fulfilled.
2,600 years, 2,700 years.
Check that out.
It's getting ready to be fulfilled.
Restoration for Israel. Go home, my people, and lock your doors. Hide yourselves for a little while until the Lord's anger has passed. Look.
The Lord's anger is the destruction. Because we're going to look down, only with thine eyes shall thou see, and behold the reward of the wicked.
Right.
21st verse. It's the last verse. Look, the Lord is coming from heaven to punish the people of the earth for their sins. The earth will no longer hide those who have been killed.
And the Most High is not going to punish the earth. He's going to punish the wicked of the earth but he's going to destroy Babylon. Like last week, he had a general, Bishop Yahawah talking about Rome is going to be wiped off the map. There ain't going to be no more Europe. There's no scriptures on that, man.
Right.
You notice how he didn't go to scriptures. He'll use scriptures about the whole land, to destroy the whole land. It's talking about America.
Right.
As an example, man.
Yeah.
They're talking about Europe. Europe is going to be intact. Rome is going to be intact.
Right.
Right. Where we going to get our slaves from?
Everything is going to be rebuilt back up, re-peopled, refurbished.
Right.
Except the only place that's not going to be built back up is America, which is Babylon the Great.
Come. Yep. The earth will no longer hide those who have been killed. Right. That's why in Ezekiel 39 it speaks about what? One of the first jobs for the top wicked elite of Esau that's going to survive the destruction, because they got their bomb shelters, they got their outer space retreats. One of the first jobs when we grab them, pursuant to Psalm 149, to bind their kings with chains, their nobles with feathers of iron.
That's right.
That's right.
That's something that's going to happen. That's
Right.
the Psalm of David.
I
believe
so.
it is.
I believe so,
It
yeah.
should be the Psalm of David. It's not as one of the Psalms.
Right.
That was the prophecy.
Right.
Yep.
That Psalm is yet to come
Yet to
take
happen.
place.
So one of the first jobs, when we grab them and shackle them up, pursuant to Isaiah 24, it says they're going to be thrown in the pit. After many days, they're going to be visited.
Yeah, Isaiah 24.
God. So when we grab, and they know this, right? They know it. Once we grab them, the first job we're going to give them is to bury these dead bodies.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's
Ezekiel.
just like it says there.
Ezekiel 39.
Ezekiel chapter 39.
That's right.
Ezekiel 39.
Yep.
It says Isaiah.
Because you're going to have Russians that are going to be dead,
Oh yeah.
and there's going to be appoint certain people to bury the Russian soldiers.
Right.
Now, any soldiers from America, Joel chapter 2, I think that's also 19, 20th verse, it said they're going to be a part of the soil. They ain't going to be nothing to bury. You know?
And that's going to serve to purify the earth. I'm going to finish the 21st verse. It says, look, the Lord is coming from heaven to punish the people of the earth for their sins. The earth will no longer hide those who have been killed. They will be brought out. They will be brought out for all to see. Yeah, because you're going to have, there's scripture used the analogy of Ham and Gog. You go into the story of Ham and Gog, you're going to have these dead bodies.
Yeah, that's all. That's Ham and God is mentioned in Ezekiel 39. So
Bodies
they're going to
strewn.
call that place Ham and God.
So who's going to bury it? You think we're going to bury it?
Hell no.
Hell no, man. We're going to have our slaves buried. That's going to be the first job of you wicked elite Edomites. So you better, hey, like the scripture says, Lamentations, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. You better enjoy yourself.
Yeah, now, this is your last hurrah. So look it up.
Yeah.
Because when your society goes down and our society comes in, you're gonna have days off.
Yes.
You're gonna have days off. You're gonna have the Sabbath and the high holy days off. But other than that, you're gonna be working around the clock. If we decide to make you work for 24 hours, you're gonna work 24 hours. If we decide to feed you slop, as long as it's lawful, because we're not gonna give you no pigs,
Right.
no shrimp, nothing like that.
Right. And we're certainly not going to castrate you, Yahawah of the IUIC. It's going to be castration.
Yo, what's up, man?
You're sadistic.
You must have got thrown out the bed a couple times.
You got problems,
You hit
son.
your head a couple times.
Why would you say something like that?
How you gonna castrate a motherfucker when they supposed to, you know? How you gonna get slaves?
Exactly.
You know? There's not. You say things that's not in the scriptures, man.
Every
You
week,
and
too.
Nate. You and Nate. We'll watch it tonight.
Yeah.
We monitor you guys.
Oh yeah.
To see what crazy shit you gonna say.
Oh man,
Like everybody got a crazy uncle that says spew out some bullshit. My Uncle Buster.
Yeah, man. When you said that, we're like, what? Castration? Go ahead. I'm done.
All right. This is in the NLT, Amos chapter 9, verse 9. For
How you gonna castrate somebody when the covenant that was given to Abraham was given to all people, right?
Oh yeah.
And your servants to circumcise them.
Yeah.
He doesn't say castrate them.
No.
That's what Esau did. That's what these nations did.
Right.
Castration, that's a hell of a circumcision. You're taking the whole, you're supposed to take the tip, my nigga, not the whole thing, man. That's a hell of a.
Like I said, in the IUIC, nobody corrects these guys.
Wow.
The head said it must be true. So let me memorize it so I can say it my damn self. Like one of them guys, I was watching one of them. The dude was listening to him. This was recent, the other day, as a matter of fact. The guy said the 400-year prophecy would go to America, and the brother from the IUIC said, "Yep." He went along with it. I said, "Wait a minute, ain't no 400-year prophecy in America. I hope you're not teaching that shit, but you are teaching it because the brother didn't correct the guy."
Right. You're going
You
off.
supposed to say, "Wait a minute, brother, the 400-year prophecy of Abraham took place already. That's Egypt."
Well, that's what happens when you're in the spirit of Christ. Christ. Go ahead.
Yeah, this dude, Vocab, made a video. It was in 2019. Because Jake was saying, well, 2019 is the 400 years of slavery. We're going to get out of here, right? So I believe Vocab made the video in 2020. So when he made the video, he said, you got Israelites teaching that the 400 years he's talking about now. Then he had me in the thumbnail. Now, when you watch the video, he says, well, GMS doesn't teach it. Well, why you got me in the thumbnail? Because you're the devil, that's why. Now, to be fair, you said GMS doesn't teach it, but the reason why you had us in the thumbnail, because when people see the thumbnail, they say, well, the hard teaches that? That's not, you engage in clickbait. A lot of you Israelites do that, man.
Vocab been disingenuous from day one. The way he rolled up in our camp.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
I was totally disingenuous. First you sent this guy, this madman, Sam Shimon.
Which no longer deal with you.
Yeah, called you a coward. You sent him. That's why I called you a coward, because you sent him and he acted like he wasn't part of your group.
I remember that.
And you had a crew, because the way you rolled up was like, let me have all these guys, just in case the hard and his men jump.
Yeah, wild out.
And you know goddamn well we ain't going to jump. We the most contained Israelite group out there.
Yeah, but that's true.
Absolutely.
So that further proves that you a fucking hypocrite, man, in the phone. And you don't trust in the Most High.
Right. You got
Hey, when he went up to 1941 Madison, he went up there by himself. And guys from the school even confronted him. He said, look, man, I got a right to be here, and this, that, I'm public. But when you came and rolled up on us, you had a whole fucking motley crew with your ass.
Yeah.
You got them big, beefy dudes.
So you had David Wood, and I cursed him out. I said, look, David, you know goddamn well you ain't supposed to be wearing no fucking dress,
I
man.
told him to his face.
And I said, did you repent of that?
Yeah, he had that simple look on his face. Yeah, he knew he was wrong, man. Wearing a,
But he still wears dresses.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that guy, he ain't, you know.
And Vocab says, oh, I like hanging around. I ain't gonna hang around with an Edomite version of Saucy Santana. You had to throw that in there.
It was the perfect moment.
Saucy Santana.
You gotta seize the moment.
Saucy Santa.
Go ahead.
Amos 9-9 in the NLT.
And when we told him that, he had nothing to say, man, David Wood. He had nothing to say. Go ahead.
It says, for I will give the command, and I will shake Israel along with the other nations. As grain is shaken in a sieve.
Well, wait a minute. The Lord is using us, the prophets, teaching this word to shake Israel. Israel is being shook right now by this word. What did Habakkuk say? Oh Lord, I heard thy speech in the latter time and I was afraid. You know? Hey, if you're part of the elect and the Lord is calling you, you're going to be shooked, man. You're going to be like, man, I better, something about what these guys are saying, I believe it's going to happen. Then you're going to inquire, you want to know about the truth. Go ahead, bro.
As grain is shaken in a sieve, yet not one true kernel will be lost.
Now, one true kernel, that brings up, you know what I'm thinking about.
Oh, yeah.
Acts 10.
One. Oh,
Right,
Oh.
No. Kernel is a seed.
Right.
Now, Kernel, well, good thing you said that kernel, because people get mistaken with the word kernel and corn, which means horn, right? So now, Cornelius, right? When you go to the blue letter and you say, if you click on Cornelius, it says of a horn. Doesn't mean that. The word Cornelius means seed, kernel, like a kernel of corn. Right. It's a seed of corn. So read that again, please.
Yep.
I'm glad we read it in the NLT, because they don't say it. Didn't say that in the KJV. Read again.
Yep, Amos 9:9 NLT. For I will give the command and will shake Israel along with the other nations.
Right, the other nations are talking about the Israelites in the Gentile state of mind. Come on.
As grain is shaken in a sieve.
Now, do y'all know what that's talking about? Because as a child, I went to we had a class trip to this old-fashioned mill, right? And they had us sieve the corn. Actually, they just said this is how they did it in the ancient world, right? And they took the corn, the hard corn, then they broke it up, then they put it in the sieve. So they would explain, well, this right here is the powder form. That's what you want. The other stuff you throw away. And it's the same thing when they had the Betty Crocker cookbooks and shit. They would have a seed. Your mother would have a seed back then. They don't have it now. Everything is pre-seed.
Right.
If that's a word. But I remember your mother would make a cake, and they would put the flour in there, and they would sieve it. They would get the fine flour and throw away the bad flour. So the nations are talking about other Israelites. If they get this knowledge, they're going to be fine flour.
Right. Yep.
Read it again, please.
For I will give the command and will shake Israel along with the other nations.
They're being shaken now. Guys that have fallen off in the past, Nazariah, other guys, two spirits, two hearts, all these different guys, the top, all these guys that fell off, they were sieved out. The only ones that remain are what? The fine flour. We the fine flour.
Right.
Come on.
As grain is shaken in a sieve.
Right. Grain turns into flour, so you can cook with it, right? Come on.
Well, if I may say, the Hebrew word for sift, I looked it up. It's nawai, which means to tonic, to shake. To shake. Oh, the scriptures speak about what? Our unshakable faith. That ties into what Apostle is saying. Because, you know, you're going to be shaking in this thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's that adversity.
But right, certain controversial statements come like the grape doctrine.
Right.
That's a seed right there.
Right.
That's a lot of guys.
Right.
I ain't gonna never get with the GMS. I ain't following them niggas no more. Because of what they say.
Right.
2000.
Yep, yeah, 2000.
Stumbling blocks.
Year 2000 shook a lot of guys.
Oh, yeah.
They got shook.
Like this nigga, BANYAMAN, Benjamin, we were going back and forth with him back when they first got on. Remember we threw a video, they threw a counter video, and they said, these guys from GMS teach that the year 2000 gonna come, and ain't came. I said, you hypocritical motherfucker.
Right.
You were doing the same thing, but there's no video on it. And that was our video that we put up. We could have just said, don't put it up. But what would you have to say? And the reason why we put it up is because of fulfillment of prophecy. Luke 17 and 20. Come on.
Okay. For I will give the command and will shake Israel along with the other nations.
The Gentile state of mind Israelites.
As grain is shaken in a sieve, yet not one true kernel will be lost.
Not one true seed shall be lost. Including Cornelius. Cornelius' name is an omen. He represented the first Israelite Gentile to come into the truth.
Right.
Because it said him and his family. You still got guys, clowns out there saying he's an Edomite. Because of what the 7 said. The scripture said in Job, great men are not always wise. Well, the 7 said that. Well, I don't give a damn what the 7 said. Because they went off on certain things.
Yeah, that's true.
You go off, you go off.
Yep.
Read that part again, the latter part.
Yep.
And the ones that here, the important ones are not the 7. Oh, here's one of the 7. The 7 is not important no more, man. We are the ones that are important. We are the new 7.
Yahawashi said,
We're the magnificent 7.
yeah, magnificent. Yahawashi said, oh Lord, Yahawah, out of all those that you have given me, I have lost none except one, which is the son of perdition, which that represented Judas Iscariot. Because he had to go down that way because of prophecy.
So they'll never be shaken out of the faith.
Right. So they, you know.
Now you got some simple Israelites that say that's talking about the devil. That's talking about the white man.
Hey, the scripture never said there won't be a shaking. There's always a shaking. But the members of the elect, no matter how violent the Heavenly Father shaken, they're not going to fall out. Because why? Because they're members of the elect.
Yeah, like the great thing. Jake got all shook it up.
Yeah.
Even to this day, that came out in 2013 when Polite rolled up on us. Even to this day, you got guys 10 years later that still can't see it.
Yep.
And it's Elvis Presley as well. They're all shook up.
Hey, when Yahawashi,
The mark of the beast. People are shook up on that.
oh yeah.
And you're really going to get shook up when they actually tell you to get it.
Oh yeah.
And you're going to go to your leaders, and they're going to have to either tell you, if they tell you to go ahead and get it, guess what? They sold the fuck out. They got the memo.
Yep.
Tell them to go ahead and take it.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
both Bishop Nate and Yahawah said, go ahead and get it. I got it. You can't tell me that pull up the video. I got the receipts. I got all the receipts.
Right.
You said it more than once. So don't ask me to bring up no receipts. I got the receipts.
Yep.
That's
I got a
good-
video on Odyssey where Bishop Nate says, what did he say? He said, do what you got to do. If you got to take it, go ahead and take it.
Yes, he did.
So he co-signed and take it. What have we maintained? Don't take it.
Yep.
Now, if you go ahead and take it, that's on you.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Well,
was,
Tahar told me not to take it. I took it anyway, and he didn't stop me. Nigga, I told you not to take it.
right.
If you took it, that's on you.
Yep.
Let every man work out his own salvation with fear and trembling.
Yeah, backing up what the Apostle I said, we were adamant from the beginning, not take it.
Yep.
Them other guys, they were half-stepping and shit. They
Talking
can't,
about, I'm going to lose my job. I said, well, look, go find you another job.
Yep.
And then these jobs that put people out, they hired them all back. They were begging.
Yep. Yep.
This chick, this Benjamin chick in BJ's, we were just talking because she had to fix something with my card or whatever. And we were going into, and I said something. I said, they're going to change the thing to a mark of beast. She said, yeah, that's right. That's in the Bible, that's Revelation. So then I started talking about the jump shot, right? And she put her head down, right? She said, I was going to take it. But then I wound up taking it because they were firing me. And you know what she said? She said they fired like half of the people in the job. None of them took it. And you know what they wound up doing? They wound up calling them back.
Right.
So she said she didn't have to take it in the first place. But that was a test of faith.
Yeah.
They're begging. People, jobs are suffering.
Oh, yeah.
because people don't want to come back.
Oh yeah.
That remote working from home.
Yep.
People are used to being, they like being at home. They don't
Yep.
want to get on the train and go to fucking work
Nope.
and deal with the gossip. So it's like pulling teeth trying to get them to come back to work. So they're saying if you come 4 days, which 4 days is nothing, they still don't want to come back.
Yep.
People want to be home with their families, man.
that's it. Check that out.
So you done changed the world, man. You done fucked up.
Hey, well, it's Ecclesiastes. The grinding shall cease.
Grinding shall cease.
The doors shall be closed. You know that.
That's it.
There shall be a howling in the streets or something.
That's the shaking.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Hey, you know what I was thinking about? The shaking of Yahawashi when he was in the boat. And
Oh.
the disciples.
Yeah. The storm.
The storm
But he was sleeping. But he was
Yeah,
sleeping.
and he was
Yeah.
he was at the bottom. He
Boy, he
probably-
was sleeping like I was sleeping in the
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
I said, man, in my mind, I said,
That's a good one.
if I get ran over by a truck, the most I wanted to
Right,
do,
right.
I said, fuck it, I'm going to do it.
Right.
Your faith was not as
No way it's
He was
strong.
all up, shivering and shit.
Yeah.
He heard me in the back snoring. I fucking
Snoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Very well.
Yeah.
Just like the 12, they were all shook up while
they all
Yahawashi.
shook up.
Yeah.
And then they woke Yahawashi.
Yeah.
And then they said, you don't care if we die?
Yeah.
And Yahawashi was looking at him, shaking it. But first of all, how Most High going to take when Yahawashi is right
Exactly. Right.
there? Now we got Yahawashi with us in the spirit.
Right.
We're not shaken up
No.
because we know Yahawashi is with us in the spirit.
Yep.
The same way the apostles had Yahawashi in the boat right there with them.
Right.
And what did he do? He got up and he rebuked the wind and the sea.
Right.
And immediately it became calm.
Yeah. And if you do happen to pass, Yahawashi is powerful enough to bring you back to life, you know, to raise you back up.
Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability.
Right.
Because the Lord is going to shake. Well, the prophet Haggai said, once more the Lord rises to shake the earth.
Right.
So what's going to keep you from being affected by the shaking? Knowledge and wisdom of the scriptures.
Right.
You watch, man. You're going to see the beloved American.
So it's going to be a great shaking.
Yeah. The beloved America that you know is about to be shaken violently.
That's it's time of Jacob's trouble.
Con, yep.
Hey, we're not, you got certain guys, we're in the time of, no, we're not in the time of Jacob's trouble. We'll be in the time of Jacob's trouble when the mark of the beast come in. That's when the time of Jacob's trouble is going to come.
Right.
Matter of fact, I got a prophecy for you. I got a precept for you. Same thing, prophecy. Isaiah 19:16. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid.
You know what? You can start from the top.
Yeah, it's Isaiah 19.
In NLT.
Okay, the same verse?
Start from the top.
Oh, okay.
NLT.
Isaiah 19:1. It says a message about Egypt.
Which is America. Code. If you got the cheat code, then you know it's America. Esau don't got the cheat code. Vocab alone, you don't got the cheat code. Come on.
Isaiah 19:1. This message came to me concerning Egypt. Look, the Lord is advancing against Egypt.
The Lord, that's beautiful. This message came to me concerning Israel, from the Most High. Concerning Egypt, concerning America. Another part of Isaiah is talking about Babylon. Isaiah didn't know it was talking about this Babylon.
Right.
Nope.
Isaiah didn't know that it was talking about this Egypt.
It's a dark saying.
It's a dark saying.
Yep.
Let me remind you folks. Let me remind you folks that what was I going to say? I lost my thought.
After I read.
The prophets of the Lord did not know what these prophecies meant. Even when the angels came down and broke it down to them, they still didn't know what it meant. John saw, one of the visions that John saw was people act like a video of people actually sitting down getting chipped.
Right.
And he wrote it down. He didn't know what the hell it was all about.
Right.
He saw the woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, and she was hot. She had the perfect titties,
Yep.
the perfect ass,
Yep.
you know, the perfect calves. You know, you gotta like a woman with nice calves, nice thighs,
Nice legs.
Yep.
nice legs, you know.
Yeah.
She was looking hot,
Oh yeah.
and he was lushing after her,
Yep.
you know. And the angel got mad. Like, what the hell you lusting after this hoe for, you know? He didn't know it was talking about America. So we know it now. We know exactly. We know all these. Wait a minute, even Chief People said that. He said, you GMS guy, you did say that. So I made a comment. I said, I take that as a compliment. He said, I'll say one thing about them GMS guys. They do know all the scriptures. They know all the breakdowns. Well, that's what you're supposed to know.
Right.
All the breakdowns, man. He just won't go out and teach the sons of Israel, man.
Right.
Scriptures.
Study to show thyself approved. Workman needed not to be ashamed. Rightly divine the word of truth. So precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
That's right.
Isaiah 19:1. This message came to me concerning Egypt. Look, the Lord is advancing against Egypt, riding on a swift cloud.
The swift cloud, he saw the Lord, the Son of the Father, Yahawashi, Hamashiach, come down in it, just like what Ezra saw. He saw it as a mountain. You looking down, where did he get the mountain from?
Yeah.
So that ship was a gigantic ship. That ship could have been the size of Cheyenne Mountain Retreat or bigger. Now, if you research the Cheyenne Mountain Retreat, and I believe it's Boulder, Colorado, they said it can hold over 1 million people in there. So guess what? If that can hold 1 million people up in there, the Yahawashi ship can hold 1 million people and more. That's a spiritual ship. Come on.
The isles of Egypt tremble. The hearts of the Egyptians melt with fear.
The heart of the Americans melt with fear. That's also in Isaiah 13.
Men's hearts failing them.
Men's heart failing them for fear for those things coming upon the earth.
Right. Second verse. I will make.
Your faces have became as flames. Face meaning the facade. That's where you get the word facade from. The front of the building is a face of the building, the facade of the building. So the flame represents the missiles. The Most High is going to destroy the facade of America. Come on.
Second verse. I will make Egyptian fight against Egyptian.
So what you got? If Satan be divided against Satan, his kingdom should not stand. The kingdom is divided against itself, cannot stand. That's what Yahawashi said. What do you have in America? You have a complete split.
Yeah.
The Democrats and the Republicans.
Yeah, you got Trump's crowd
Supporters, yep.
Trump supporters and Biden supporters.
Yep.
And they detest each other. It says, I will make Egyptian fight against Egyptian, brother against brother, neighbor against neighbor.
Now, that's beautiful because when you go into the history of the Civil War, do you know that the Civil War, both sides, it's the South against the North? Do you know you had some family members on the South side and others on the North side?
Yeah.
And they were trying to get the one from the South to come to the North, and they said, no, with the North. The same thing happened with the Revolutionary War. The 13 colonies, when they went to fight the British, a lot of them said they didn't want to fight, but some of them were their cousins and their brothers and all that. So there was a split in the family. So that always been like that. The red coats against the blue coats. The 13 original colonies against the southern states, the Confederates. So you have it today. You have the exact split.
Yep. Second verse. I will make Egyptian fight against Egyptian, brother against brother, neighbor against neighbor, city against city, province against province.
Your province represent a state. You got this country broken down into what? Blue and red states.
Right. The Egyptians will lose heart, and I will confuse their plans. Yeah, a lot of the Americans, they don't want to fight. You know, joining up for the armies at an all-time low. There's a scripture where they say, I think it's the same one. It says they have become like women.
Yeah, before born to fight.
Yeah. It says the Egyptians will lose heart, and I will confuse their plans. They will plead with their idols for wisdom.
Their idols are their leaders, looking for answers. Anything happening on the comment board? How many people we got listening?
We got 192.
100 and what?
192 people on board online.
What are they saying?
Oh, now it just, that's funny. Now it's 188 right now. So you know it's saying Shalom. One brother here, Israel. People are going up to camps and asking if we're pro small hats or not.
Well, the correct answer is we're neither pro this or that. We're pro the Most High.
That's
all part of the prophecy.
That's it.
Big thank Watchmen for Israel.
Yeah.
Their brilliant idea of what they do.
Yeah, just stay alert. Stay alert with people approaching camps and, you know, fucking
Just
agents.
tell them that it's prophecy. They said this is the prophecy.
That's right.
No, we don't take nobody's side. It's the side of prophecy.
That's it. That's all you gotta say.
The Most High is putting the spirit on them to go against each other. Well, you can hit the scripture right here. The Egyptian against the Egyptian.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Isaiah 19:3 NLT. The Egyptians will lose heart, and I will confuse their plans.
And why the fuck even Tariq Nasheed said this? Why do black people, he did a video, why do black people got to take a side between the Palestinians and the Israelis?
Right.
The Palestinians, when we were going through our black struggle, which we still are, ain't no Palestinians.
Yeah, they ain't give a fuck about
protesting us.
Right.
Ain't no small hats protesting us. Why we got to always go with a fucking side?
Yeah.
We got our own fucking problems, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Tariq Nasheed is a fucking clown. Foundational black American.
Yeah, well,
then he says that's a lineage.
Yeah.
Man, are you out of your fucking mind?
Well, he doesn't know he's an Israelite, but he knows Well, he did speak about the incident with the Israelites. He said, well, he got the Israelites. And then there's a little, I don't know, discussion / debate between Captain Zariak and Tariq Nasheed. So I want to see, when it comes out, I want to see. They already had it, so I want to see what happens.
Yeah, number one, we're not black. Number two, we're not no goddamn American.
Right.
You even know where the term America came from?
Right.
Foundational black American. You know how silly you sound?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we're Israelites. We are part of a nation. When you go back in the antiquities, there's no foundation of black nothing.
He said it's a lineage. He actually
No,
says
no, it's not a lineage. You're either Israelite, you're African, you're a white man, you know?
That's
Well,
why
he set up as a stumbling block. I listen to him. I listen to him.
Well, he's entertaining, if
He's
anything.
entertaining.
Yeah.
99% of this shit is bullshit, but it's entertaining.
No, you know, earlier I heard that today and I got mad. I said, I thought about the foundational. I said, this is total bullshit.
Well, but he's not in the elect. So I'm not mad at the man.
No, I know.
He's nothing more than a stumbling.
Yeah.
Brother, he's nothing more than a stumbling block. That's all he is. He's a stumbling block.
Yeah.
But you know, hey,
And he thinks he's gonna get reparations. We ain't gonna get no reparations. The only way you get true reparations is to do whatever your enemy did to you. That includes taking all their shit and put their ass in slavery.
That's it.
Okay? A check ain't gonna do.
That's true.
I mean, you off me $1 million check every year for 50 years, I'll take it, but I'm gonna still put your ass in slavery.
That's it.
I don't lie to you. I said, no, I'm not gonna put you in slavery. But when they say, well, you said you were, I said, well, I lied.
That's it.
But I repented.
Yeah, I just thought about that scripture effects with the filthy conversation. yeah, man. You know, when you hear shit like that, it does make. The way he says it, like with such conviction, foundational black.
But he's still in black, man. Like I said, I'm entertained by this.
Foundational black Americans. You still clinging on to that black American shit, man? Really? Anyway, Isaiah 19:3. The Egyptians will lose heart, and I will confuse their plans. They will.
Funny, man. Because when we leave, we're gonna listen to Bishop, the mighty Bishop Lee.
Yep.
See where he fucks up at. When we get to the crib, probably watch see what's going on in Chicago. And they get into the Royal Rumble. And we're gonna watch Tariq Nasheed. And we're gonna watch boxing because it's Sabbath. By the way, another controversy. The Sabbath is not on the Friday, Sunday on the Sabbath.
Right.
Sometimes we're shook at that.
Oh, they still shook at that.
Well, what about the moon? You remember? What about the moon, the weekly Sabbath?
Oh, that guy.
And the moonly Sabbath.
Yeah.
That guy, we had to get rid of him.
Yeah, that's why.
The weekly Sabbath is based upon the moon.
He got shook.
Oh, he was all bugged out.
But before he was.
Because that's when we first started teaching it.
Yeah.
Couldn't see it.
He was confused.
Remember before he was Mr. Pious?
Yeah.
I remember one time we were teaching a class and I said, yeah, brother, like you speak, how many languages you speak? And he looking at me like I robbed his mama.
Yeah. He said 5.
Then he did the Prince.
Something
Prince
like
did the same thing when he was being interviewed by.
We saw it.
Yeah, by my man Dick Clark. He said, how many instruments do you play? Dick Clark said. Yeah, my dude did the same thing, man.
Oh,
He did that to me. You know, we're teaching the class. Finally, I said, is this guy even going to answer my question?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he was.
Finally put up his hand. And
he went from being pious to payaso.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well,
Payaso.
that's why he found his ass outside.
Then when we told him to leave, Apostle Rawchaa, he kind of ushered him.
Yeah.
No, you.
Was it me? I don't know.
Yeah, you.
Me, Minotti.
Yeah, the door flew open. The door flew off the hinges.
That wasn't the guy.
Right,
that wasn't the guy who the Rasa dude.
No.
Hey, but so long ago.
No, that was him.
Okay.
The door just slid.
Yeah. Then he was begging to come back because he knew the Passover was coming.
Yeah.
As if we were gonna let him in, for the Passover.
Yeah. One time I was opening the school and he came up. He said, "The Most High sent me to use the bomb. You must keep the Sabbath."
That's human. But
They had problems.
Yeah.
Because you're going to sin every day.
Anyway, Isaiah 19:3, it says, the Egyptians will lose heart, and I will confuse their plans. They will plead with their idols for wisdom and call on spirits, mediums, and those who consult the spirits of the dead.
And they do that behind closed
Oh
doors,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
They get their information from these demons, and they don't realize the demons be lying to.
What's her name? Hillary Clinton. She used to contact Eleanor.
Eleanor, yeah. Because Eleanor Roosevelt used to believe in that shit. So she's a witch, a warlock.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Eleanor was a warlock. Their power comes from the left-hand side.
Right.
See?
More proof that this is Babylon, because Babylon used to consult the Chaldees, the Magi's. Yeah.
Right, bro.
So
4th verse. I will hand Egypt over to a hard, cruel master. A fierce king will rule them, says the Lord of heaven's armies.
Now that goes into the dragon, speaking like a lamb. I mean, the two horns coming up like a lamb, but spake as a dragon. That's martial law. That's your executive orders.
Right.
Control of communications, control of food, control of work camps. Draconian legislation means cruel.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Right on point.
Come on.
It says the waters of the Nile will fail to rise and flood the fields. Now, America has a modern day Nile.
Yeah, Mississippi. It shoots straight between the whole country.
Yep. In Egypt, you had Memphis. Guess what? In America, you got Memphis.
Memphis, yeah, Memphis. Doesn't the Mississippi go through Memphis?
I think so.
I'd rather do the research, you know?
Yeah.
But it goes, the Mississippi is the largest river in the world and the largest river in the United States.
Mighty Mississippi.
Mighty Mississippi. Yeah? So that's your Nile River.
right.
The waters of the Nile will fail to rise and flood the fields. The riverbed will be parched and dry. The canals of the Nile will dry up, and the streams of Egypt will stink.
Now, somebody give me I believe it's Revelation 16 about the around about the 14 verses, so the 12 verse. Speaks about the Euphrates being dried up to prepare the way for the kings of the east.
Okay.
I know it's in Revelation 16.
That's right.
Start from 12.
All right, Revelation chapter 16, verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up.
Now the water there's a drought out there.
Right.
You look at the rivers of the Euphrates 50 years ago, 100 years ago. It was flourishing.
Right.
Now there's certain parts that are dried up.
Yep.
Now there's a part where it dried up and you can see it's dry land, and there's a what we call it, Atha, which is Omega.
Okay.
Atha is the end. If you look it up, you'll see it. There's an actual Tha, which is the Omega, which is the end of something. Omega also means a sign, a bad sign. If y'all want to look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. Rivers Euphrates, dried up area.
See what comes up.
Let's see. Oh, yep.
You see it?
I think, let me see. That. Is that it?
That's it. That's a thought. That's a thought. They didn't find that out until after the river dropped.
Wow. That's heavy.
That's an aerial view of
Right.
that part right there. Yep. Wow.
So we kept the faith, man.
Yeah.
As the Apostle Paul said, I kept the faith. You know?
Yep.
7th verse. I
He
say
said, and therefore there's a crown laying before me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he went in. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's switch gears. Give me that. You know what I want? 2
Timothy 4 and 20.
Second Timothy 4. I believe it's 4. I don't know if it's 20. got to be closer to about 10. His departure. When he talks about the guys that left him.
Yeah, that's
6th verse.
10th verse. It begins at the 10th verse.
Read the 10th verse in the King James, then we might go to the
Yeah, the 6th
NLT.
verse.
I
ready.
I knew it was close to the 50.
Well, I'm ready to. Yeah.
Read it in the King James, then read it in the NLT.
Okay. 2 Timothy 4 and 6. For now I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand.
Now, why did he say that? Because the Romans found him guilty of sedition. Sedition means, when you look it up, it doesn't mean that you committed a physical attack, but you stirred up people to commit a physical attack, like a leader somebody. All right? That's what it means. So that law applies to in America and around the world.
Yeah.
Because what they do is when there's an attack, a terrorist attack or whatever, what do they look for? They look for the guy that did it, but they look for the leader behind it that told the guy to do it.
Oh yeah.
When the mob, when they put a hit on a guy, they're looking for the guy that hit him, but they're more so looking for the guy that gave the order for the mob. He gets more time. The ringleader, huh?
Oh, no, I
Huh?
was going to say back to the apostle. Yahawah made a statement. He said, "The prince of this world cometh and has nothing in me." So the apostle Paul was teaching Yahawah's doctrine. So there's no way they're going to,
Huh? Come on.
Anyway, 2 Timothy 4 and 6 in the NLT. I guess I'll switch back and forth. As for me, my life has already been poured out. 6th verse. As for me, my life has already been poured out as an offering to Yahawah. The time of my death is near. 7th verse. KJV.
Well, you know what he meant by that? That's in Romans 12. Sacrifice. How's it going, Romans 12?
Make that body.
A living sacrifice.
Right.
And that's what he's talking about. I'm going to be sacrificed.
Right.
I'm going to give my life for, because the Lord said you got to ultimately give your life for the truth. Well, I've been found guilty, so I give my. And he went there. He lived in the apartment. The other saints gave him food. He was under house arrest. And of the day of him getting sentenced, they said you're going to be sentenced on this day. Get your house in order. Right. Then he went to get. He said, "I'm here to get my head chopped off." So you got to read this. A lot of you guys read the scriptures, don't understand the history behind it. Right?
Right. 2 Timothy 4 and 7. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. NLT version. I have fought the good fight.
Wait a minute. Is that a physical fight? No. It's a spiritual fight.
That's a good one. The Watchman for Israel. You should learn that scripture. I have fought a good fight. Chief Ephraim. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. I have fought the NLT version. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race, and I have remained faithful.
And I have remained faithful. So when you're about to die, what does it say in Revelation chapter 14? It said, "He that from henceforth, he that dieth for the Lord in the Lord, his works do follow him."
Yeah.
That's why the Apostle Paul said, "Look, I'm going to get a crown for this."
And then, you know, if you put it in proper perspective too, Apostle Paul wasn't living the life of Riley, man. I mean, this man was catching hell.
He was let out of a window in a basket because they want to kill him.
He had that
There
thorn
was
in his side.
40 men that said that they ain't going to eat until they kill the Apostle Paul.
Yeah. He had that thorn in the side. Lord knows what that could have been. It could have been a disease.
Right.
He prayed to the Heavenly Father to get rid of it. And the Heavenly Father said, "Look, my grace is sufficient enough for you." So whatever that was, he had to deal with.
I got a thorn in my side.
There you go. Hey, for whatever he had to deal with it. So the point I'm making is, he wasn't living it like that song, "Living my best life."
Right.
He wasn't living his best life. So he was ready to go. He wanted
He
to
said, "I know when to abound and be abased." So there was times when Paul was doing good.
Oh yeah.
And there was times when Paul was doing bad. We went through that.
Yeah.
We remember one time, Ramlab, I think he was in the truck with somebody in the car, and y'all had broke down. So we were going over there to pick you up, and we broke down.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Well, we've been through.
Yeah.
And we've been through a lot of, we've been through a lot, man.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you kind of, we've been through it so much, you kind of expect it. Like if the shit is going too smooth,
Oh, yeah.
like yeah, man, something's, and you get nervous, like, and then when it happens, see, I knew it.
You know, that happens with the car. You know, you stuck somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And then I don't get mad. I say, you know what? Most I've been letting me ride. You know, I need a little adversity. No, I'll call the tow truck, have it towed in, and see if I can get up under the hood and try to do it. And I don't worry about it, man.
That's it. Yeah, because the Apostle Paul, he said, out of all the adversities he went through, the Lord delivered him out of them all. He said that in Scripture. That's just the kind of faith you got to have. No matter what, Yahawashi will deliver us.
Oh, when me and you were working at Mobile, we had to wait till Friday.
Oh yeah.
But in the week, we used to have to get like a hero sandwich, which you got $2 for a hero sandwich, like a chicken parm sandwich, and we used to cut it in half. And I gave them half, I ate the other half.
Facts.
Oh, this was on a Friday. On Thursday, we was in Long Island City. And there's like a famous Burger King out there. That's where we used to eat that crap. And we got a waffle. And then we had the guy cut it in half, and here's half for you, half for me. You know? That's all the money we had. Then when we got paid, we had smiles on our faces. And the first place we went to was teriyaki.
Teriyaki.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were eating good.
That was like a treat.
That was
You know,
like a treat.
a dog gets a treat.
That was a treat. That was a treat.
2 Timothy 4:8.
And I remember the Day of Atonement, the sun was going down, and we made an order at the teriyaki boy, and they were taking too long, and we were looking at the clock, and it was almost that time.
Oh,
but I
yeah,
said,
yeah,
motherfucker, they gonna make me up, fucking gonna have my fucking order ready.
Yeah, I remember.
Because if the sun go down, I can't eat this shit. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, another time, we was on 34th Street, I ordered some wings, and them niggas were too damn hot. And then the sun went down, I couldn't drink no water.
Oh, man. That's hell.
That's hell. That's hell.
So go ahead, finish that, and then we done.
2 Timothy 4:8. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord the righteous judge shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. NLT version. And now the
And who love
price.
his appearance?
The elect.
They're waiting patiently for the appearance of the Lord. And the Apostle Paul went through slavery. Apostle Paul is among us. I don't know who he is. And it's not important. It was the will of the Most High. He would tell us who we are. All right? Anyway, with that, we're going to say shalom.
Shalom to the elect. Shalom.